Okay, Rick, as always, we have our game of the week. This week it's a matchup between two former district rivals, Pflugerville and Round Rock. Pflugerville obviously is now in 25-5A, while Round Rock joined the rest of the 14-5A kids in the new look 16-5A. What are you expecting out of this match?
I think Pflugerville's defense is going to be the difference. Pflugerville beat Converse Judson, as you know, 21-10, and the defense really only gave up 3 points because the touchdown came on an interception return. I like Pflugerville in this game.
You know, Pflugerville has a great defense. I think they had 9 stars returning, but Round Rock has a pretty good defense too. They opened their season at Apu and had an interception return for a touchdown in that game. And last week against Ellison, they had 9 turnovers. So I think Round Rock's defense is being overlooked a little bit. I'm going to go with Round Rock in this game.
Fair enough.
All right. This week is a little weird because there's a lot of teams with bye weeks with district play starting next week. So a lot of teams are off this week, but we still have a pretty good slate of games. Why don't we start with a game that's on Tuesday. It was supposed to be on Friday, but got moved to last Thursday because of Hurricane Ike before it was just postponed again to this Tuesday. And that's Westlake at A&M Consolidated.
Well, the game, I think Westlake's going to win. They haven't looked that good so far this year, especially with 2 losses, but you got to think of the quality of teams they've played. And their best player, Ryan Swope, has been injured. I think these last 10 days off are really good for him. I take Westlake.
I take Westlake too, and when you think about their 2 losses, especially that Lake Travis loss, a lot of these losses are because they're making mistakes, and they killed themselves with penalties against Lake Travis, and if they can get that corrected, you know, there's no way they're losing this game. Another unique game on the schedule, it's going to be on Friday. Evangel Christian from Louisiana is coming into town to play Lake Travis. What are you expecting there?
Well, first of all, I think Lake Travis is going to blow them out because Evangel Christian, they played Longview in a makeup game about a week ago, and they lost by 30 points. And they scored the last 3 touchdowns of the game. Evangel Christian is number 2 in the state of Louisiana. They're from Shreveport. They're number 2 in Class 2A. I just don't see them stacking up with all the big weapons that Lake Travis has.
Yeah, I think Lake Travis, even though they're 3-0, I think their win last week was very big for them, so I think they're going to keep it rolling, and I'm picking Lake Travis this week too. Clean at Connolly.
I'm going to take Connolly. Connolly hadn't looked that good this year, but they're playing at home. I know the kind of athletes they have. The only big change for them is their defense hadn't been playing very well. They gave up almost 500 yards last week, and Coach McMahon's got a lot of work to do to get that defense set, but I think Connolly's going to come back.
Yeah, the Cougars, they've struggled a little bit, but they've been playing 5A teams, and they're a new 5A team. They're going to go back down here and play a 4A team. But I kind of like Clean here. Clean needs to get a statement win before they go into district play with teams like Lake Travis and Hutto, and I think that statement win might come this week. And finally, what's our last game? Oh, the last game is Academy hosting St. Michael's.
That's a tough game to pick because they're 2 of the smaller schools around. St. Michael's is having a great year, both offensively and defensively. From what I've seen, Coach McCabe has got a really good team going this year. I take St. Michael's.
We take Academy. Academy's been able to do some good things in their backfield, and I was really impressed with the way they beat Granger a couple weeks ago. So I think they'll keep the ball rolling. I think this will move them to 4-0, and we'll all be talking about them again next week.
I hope so.
Here we go.
All right.